Here's hole 1 at Bald Mountain, 372 feet. It is up on rocks over there. And long teeth right there where that bench is. It's like 400 something from there. Kind of a cool little starting hole. And where that car is going is basically where you head for the new parking area for right now, because this parking lot's actually closed because of construction. I think they just painted these lines, and then they got like a dumpster over there. They're doing some construction over by the beachfront and stuff, and then I think there's like a second course being built maybe over on the woods over there or something. Hole 2, 393. Long tees back there by that bench. I think it's 525. Got this little creek and a bridge here. And then basket is up there on top of the hill. Here is 2's basket. Got quite the drop off behind it. And the fairway's back there. It's got a 100-foot distance marker, and then there's that bridge down there, and then the tees all the way back there. Hole 3, 405 feet. Long tee is back there, 600 something. Go over this hill, and then it goes downhill, and it's down right before the creek. Here's a look at 3's basket. Got the creek right behind it and the road over there. And there's the short tee, and then the long tee's back there. Drive didn't get very far. I think it hit this tree. And then kick right there. Not a terrible kick though, still in the fairway. It's only 405 feet, but it's tough from the short. Here's just a closer look at the basket. And the hill back there. And then yeah, that creek's OB. Obviously the road's OB. There's my upshot. Hole 4, 365 feet. This hole only has the 1 tee. And basket is up on the slope over there. Right up there. This basket has a major risk of roll away. And I think I'm just gonna go sidearm with Insanity or something. But yeah. Sidearm. Here is hole 4 from basket level. So you can see from up here, big rollaway potential. Got the road down here. I'm out of breath. This course is a lot. Just walking is a lot, honestly. And the tee's back there where that concrete thing is. And it's a kind of an S shape through the woods. Good tee shots land here probably. I mean, I'm sure people have parked it before, but it's tough. And there's my bag down there, and the trail, the next hole is there. The trails kind of follow pretty good. And there's next tee signs and stuff like that, so it's not too bad. And there's a little walking path thing, and then 5's over there. Hole 5, 303 feet. Straight up the hill. Up there. Big rollaway potential on this one too. And the path for 6 is right past it. Yep, just straight ahead. Just for better context, here is the hill and the tee back there. Honestly, it probably don't even show it on video that well, but that is a steep upgrade. Here's a look down the hill. Back at 5's tee. Basket right there. Then you got 2 different tees. Long tee's way back there. Short tee's over here. It's a hard angle from the long, like a righty hyzer, lefty turnover. And short tee's over here. Short tee for 6, 310. Right here. Let's see. Can you even see it? It's right up there. Yeah, there it is, right behind that tree in the middle there. And Long tees all the way back there by that bench. You got distance markers again. That's nice that they added those in. Then yeah, it's gonna righty hyzer, lefty turnover, and then the short tee's just kind of straight ahead. That one's like 600 something. This is 300 something. Tough shots. Basket a hole 6. Decent size hill. And tee's back over there. Short tee anyway, and then long tee's all the way back there. Hole 7. 271. Straight down the hill there. It's another one with only one tee. It's straight ahead. Hole 8, 433 feet. Right up on the hill over there. And another one with only one tee. Hole 9, 693 feet down the hill. And long tee is all the way up there by the power thingy where that sign is. It's like 1,100 feet from up there. 9's tee all the way back there. And the basket way down there, and it's got a little drop off down there. Sometimes that area down there gets wet too. Look from the basket on 9 just to show how the slope is. It's a lot. And then in the background way up there where you can see that hill, that is the long tee all the way back there. Long tee, 694, and fairways up there. Short tee, hole 10, 415. Long tee's back there, and basket's up there. There's the short tee back there, and the basket for 10. Hole 11, 436. Down there, only one tee. Basket of 11. Looking back up at the fairway back there, and there's some water back here, reeds and water. Hole 12, 408 feet from short. That one's like 500 something. And basket is way up on the hill up there. Hole 13, 217. It's just the one basket up there. Short, but kind of tight. And it's like right after a little bowl depression in the ground. 14, 525 feet. Long tee's back there. 600 something. And the hole's up there past the hill. Hole 15, 356, down the hill. Here is hole 15 from the middle of the fairway. Kind of goes down and then back up, and then it's on that little slope. A lot of tall grass to get into on the right and left. Might be one to have the spotter on. Honestly, there's a lot of holes that have spotters on this course. Hole 16, 350, straight ahead. Got the pines right behind it. Once in league last year, did a skip shot and it hit off the cage. Almost aced it. 17's long tee. Doesn't have a distance on there. Some of these don't have distances on there. Some of them have the plates with the distance. I think it's in progress. Fairways are nicely maintained though. I started on 18, so this is actually my finishing hole. Guess I'll just walk up to the short one here while I talk. Yeah, the fairways are nicely taken care of here. It's a park, state park, so you could pay the amount to get in, or when you renew your Michigan tabs every year, you could just get the state park thing. And then I think if you add it on when you do that, it's less than just buying it separately. I want to say it's like $12 if you add it on with when you renew your tabs, and then maybe $17 if you get it separately. So not a big difference, but it's a little bit. And then they just, when you go in, they'll just check to see if you have that letter designation on the license plate. So yeah, so it's a lot of cool disc golf courses in the state parks. Here's the short tee. Some of them don't have the plates on there, but sometimes they write the distances on there. 225, I think that's pretty accurate. A lot of the distances are on UDisc too. Here's the front of the tee and the basket up there. And the long tee back there. 15 and 16 both only had one tee each. 14 had two tees, 13 had one tee. So a few of the holes here have one tee. A lot of them have two different tees. playing short tees here for Oakland County Championship, the second round Saturday. I think first round is toboggan shorts on Friday the 13th. And then yeah, Saturday here, and then Kensington South longs, which I'll take a little video of. There's a couple new long tees on Kensington South on 14 and 18. Basically just straight back from the regular long tees, but it makes a little bit of difference. So yeah, this course is really great. It's definitely in my top 15 or top 20. I don't know if it's in my top 10, but it's definitely a great course. Overall in the state, I gotta say it's probably a top 10 in the state. Just in my favorite courses, it's probably like top 20. It's super difficult, super hard. If you don't want a long hike, then don't come here. If you like hiking and walking and all that stuff and playing, then it's a good course. It's kind of like mini toboggan through the woods, I'd say. It's like if Toboggan and Idlewild had a baby or something, it'd be this course. It's a combo of the two, essentially. Definitely a great one, but not for beginners. So yeah, definitely check it out if you're an intermediate player or pro or something. Great pro course. They're gonna have Lower Peninsula Open in September here, I think, for the pros, and a couple tournaments. And then they have Huron Valley. Doug runs a league out here every Wednesday from the end of April through September, or maybe the end of August, somewhere through there. It's like 15-16 weeks. So yeah, it's a good course, and come check it out, and like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Here is hole 18 from long tee. Got a couple hundred feet of water carry, and the short tee is up there, basically where the trail is. Honestly, if there was ever a par 6, it'd probably be this one. This hole in particular is probably the toughest hole in Michigan, mainly because of this. You got the couple hundred feet of water carry, and then you got like almost 800 more feet through the woods. It's like 1157 or something like that. I don't think the sign says, it just has the whole number. Yeah, 18, but it's like 1100 feet. Hole 18, short tee, says 790 on there. That's pretty much accurate, around 800. Yeah, it's just straight through the woods up there. Long tee is right back there, and then a lot of times I'd land right on the edge up here where it, like past those reeds, but almost where it starts coming uphill. It makes it a hard shot. It's hard to get all the way from that long tee back there to here. Right here would be a decent landing spot, but then you still got a bunch more after that. Here's a 500-foot marker up the fairway, and basket's still all the way up there, like almost by the water. And then that gap you've seen from the tee is right there, and my drive's over here from the short tee. So here's a 200-foot marker. That's where my third shot landed. And then purple stake right here. It's a 100-foot marker, and basket's up here. And that's all pure woods back there. It's a long, tough hole. Probably one of the toughest holes in Michigan. But yeah, it's a hole 18 at Bald Mountain. And here is a look at 18's basket. It's got water right behind it, or next to it. Trail that goes back to the parking lot. Actually, that parking lot's not accessible at the moment because of some construction. I heard they're actually building the second course out here. So currently, either got to park on that access road that goes past that parking lot, or they'll over by the boat launch, right past the end of 17, right where almost where you're walking to 18's long tee. So, yep.